The Moonlight Sonata. Beethoven was a German composer musician who is respected for his contributions to Western classical music. He started losing his hearing at the age of 28 and became totally deaf by 40. It did not stop him, however, from creating the most melodious sonatas and symphonies. His Moonlight Sonata is considered a movingly sad piece of music and extremely hard to master and play. Read the magical story behind its creation, which is adapted from stories of great musicians by Katherine Lois Scobey. Characters: Beethoven's friend, a young woman, a young man, and the narrator. A street in Vienna. Narrator: Ludwig van Beethoven was one of the greatest German composers, but many consider him to be the greatest composer musicians of all time. One moonlit evening in spring, a friend came to visit Beethoven. Friend, let's go for a stroll. The evening is beautifully lit by the moon. The two friends were strolling through the streets and happened to pass through a dark, narrow alley. From the windows of a small cottage, they could hear melodious music. Beethoven: Hush! Do you hear that? It is from my sonata in F. Somebody is playing it so well, so beautifully. The sonata goes on. As the composition comes to a close, low sobs of a lady could be heard. Young woman: I cannot play any further. I don't think I am playing it the way it should be played. Oh, how I wish I could go to one of Beethoven's concerts. Young man: Don't wish for something you cannot have, dear sister. How can we go to a concert when we don't have any money to pay the rent? Beethoven to his friend: Let's go in, friend. Go in, but we don't know them. Beethoven: The girl has the soul of a musician. I wish to play for her, for she understands music. Inside the cottage, a young man is making shoes by the window. A young, sad woman is playing a harpsichord. Both of them startled at the entry of the strangers. Beethoven: Good evening. I am a musician. I happened to hear the music being played, so I was tempted to enter. Pauses. Shall I play for you? A concert, maybe? Narrator: Beethoven's manner is so gentle, so kind and friendly that the brother steps forward with a smile. Young man: Thank you, but our harpsichord is of poor quality and we hardly have any music sheets. Beethoven: No music sheets? How does the young lady play then? He looks at the young lady and suddenly realizes that she is blind. Beethoven: Pardon me, but I had not noticed it before. So you play by ear. Young woman: Yes, entirely. Beethoven: But you don't attend any concerts, so how do you learn music? Young woman: I used to listen to a lady practicing Beethoven's compositions near our cottage. Her windows were kept open in summers, so I would walk to and fro and pick up the notes. Beethoven is impressed by her passion. He sits down to play the harpsichord. Beethoven played the sweetest music that evening. He put his soul into it. His friend, the young man, and his sister were awestruck. Meanwhile, the candle blows out. Beethoven's friend gets up and throws open the windows. Soft moonlight fills up the room and falls on Beethoven and the harpsichord. Young man: You play magically. Pray, who are you? You can't be any musician. Beethoven just smiles. His fingers touch the chords of the half C chord. Once again, he plays the opening bars of Sonata in F. Beethoven, you are too generous with your compliments, but I am just a musician. Young woman, I know who he is. He is Beethoven. It is the master's touch on the bars. Embarrassed, Beethoven rises to leave, and so does his friend. But the young man stops them. Young woman, don't leave. Play for us once more, please. Once, only once more. I beg of you. Beethoven, all right. Be seated, please, dear lady. He looks at the moon, the sky, the stars, and begins to play a lovely melody. It glides, dances merrily, then becomes gentle and sad, and fills everyone with wonder. When he finishes, he walks to the door. Beethoven, farewell to you, dear people. Young woman, will you visit us again? Beethoven, yes, yes. Why not? I will come again and give you some lessons, my worthy pupil. Beethoven, turning to his friend, let's go. I must write the music for this composition while it is still fresh in my mind. Hurry, hurry. Beethoven and his friend exit. The brother and sister sit silently, not believing that they had Beethoven playing in their humble cottage. The musician himself sits through the night at his home writing the Moonlight Sonata, inspired by a young blind woman who had the will to learn.